Welcome to Here's How We Get There. It's the daily show filled with conversations about business and mental health in a down-to-earth style with real-world language. Now let's dive in with your co-hosts, Kenneth Shark-Kinney and Trey Tucker.
If you haven't been living under a rock, by now you've heard that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are dating, now known as Traylor. How about that, Shark? See, newsflash for you.
Who knew? You should put something on the news about it.
I know. I wish somebody would cover
or
it.
show her at a game, like every chance they could.
Yeah, novel idea there. And it just so happens that this strategy may work because as word has leaked out about their dating, there's been a 400% spike in Travis Kelce jersey sales. And his podcast now ranks as number 1 on Apple. So you and I have to figure out who we can date next to try to get the same results. 24.
I think my wife would frown on that, but maybe she'll let me date. Maybe she'll let me date Taylor so I can get her podcast ratings up.
Exactly, the whole ethical non-monogamy thing.
Shake it off, yeah,
right. Shake it off, honey. 24 million viewers are watching the games that she is attending. A 63% jump in female viewers ages 18 to 49. The list goes on. The whole thing has taken the whole country by storm, just like whatever Taylor does. And so, Shark, give us some perspective on this.
So I know that everybody thinks that the NFL is elated about this. I did talk to a good buddy of mine who is a Kansas City fan. He can't stand it because it's a distraction to the team. I love Taylor Swift. I think she's fantastic. I think it's good that it does bring some eyeballs. But what I think Taylor Swift is not doing this in the wrong way. I think they're very smart, though, and she knows this is going to do phenomenally for her movie, much more than it will for the long-term success, at least in my opinion, with the NFL. Look, this demographic that the NFL covets, which is primarily 18 to 49-year-old women, they want more of them to watch. That would be great, but I don't believe that this is going to be something lasting. I mean, they've had, 75 years of pro football they could have watched jump on. I don't imagine that the reason that they're going to stay is because Taylor Swift continues to date Travis. So the interesting thing too is I'd love to see, are the ratings up for the Dolphins because the Jets played the Kansas City Chiefs, which is where Travis plays. I don't think that I don't think the ratings were up in Seattle because Taylor Swift was involved with this. And so I hope that the Kansas City Chiefs and the NFL can boost the ratings all they want. They'll pick up some more fans. Great. Sell some more merchandise. Great. But I think this is probably going to do a lot more the predictions were for Taylor's movie were, I think, around 75 million. I think it'll be 100 million. There was an ad for her Eras Tour movie during the game, and they're showing her all the time. She's hanging out with Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. It's great. I love it. I love seeing her jump up and down, but it's really smart. I hate to say it, it's smart business, but when they break up, I want to hear the song that she writes about him, and it should be played right after the national anthem. It's the Travis Kelce is a bad guy for breaking up with me song that should be played and sung by Taylor Swift.
I'm sure there's already pre-sales being taken for the orders of that song. So yeah, the timing is just too good because she's taken a month-long break from her tour as her movie's being released this month. And all of a sudden now she's come out with this new public relationship where she hasn't been in a public relationship in, I don't remember the last one. So it just seems to be a little too perfect in the timing. So I'm with you. This seems like a little bit more of a business style of a venture rather than a romance. But hey, I hope I'm wrong. I hope those two kids are happy. But here's the other thing. Taylor Swift, the whole phenomenon beyond just this month, there's a pretty big psychological current going on there. So generally we need two things to really feel good about ourselves. We need to know who we are and we need to know who we belong to, like identity and a group to belong to. And she knows that too. Her whole team knows that. And so she portrays herself as very accessible, very down to earth, allows fans into her world. And so this showing up at football games, it may be genuine, and it also is bringing more people toward her. Those NFL fans, I think they're going to move in her direction more permanently than Swifties are going to stay with the NFL long term.
Oh, every guy that is a football fan that sees it is going to have to take his girlfriend or wife to the Eras Tour movie. And but I can't imagine that there are now. Can you imagine buying a ticket at a game so that you could not watch the game, but instead turn around and look up in the stands so that you might see Taylor jumping up and down and hugging her Travis's mom?
Right.
Go figure. Anyway.
Thank you for joining Shark and Trey on the Here's How We Get There show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show and visit here'showwegetthere.com. That's here'showwegetthere.com.